So Dr. Fred Matiang'i has come back to the country, and I've seen a few people jumping up and down like frogs, but it's all nonsense. Just cut the crap. As much as I'm concerned, Kenyans have not shown any serious interest. Kenyans have not shown the propensity for change. These are the same old dummies that are still going to, politicians' rallies and getting the miambili for chai and whatever else. And I don't see a bunch of people that are ready and serious to install a clean and a blemishless system of governance and crush the old system of corruption. Dr. Fred Matiang'i was a hotshot in public administration. He was the cabinet secretary for Interior and Education at one point. And this guy was so brilliant that at one point he actually ran the two cabinet posts simultaneously. He was a minister in two positions at the same time. So Fred Matiang'i is a reformist and is a revolutionist. He is a performer, but the Kenyans are not ready for change. He's here now, and we are still confused. We don't know what to do with him. And eventually, he's just gonna join the opposition, the Kalonzos, the Wamalwas, the Rigijis, and whoever else is out there. Because obviously, he won't join Ruto. But whatever they're gonna form in the opposing coalition against Ruto's UDA and whoever else is gonna be with him going into 2027, that won't change anything in this country. If anything, as I've been saying, we're just gonna be swapping one thief for another thief, one rich for another rich. This country, one more time, is in dire need for a social revolution. The people of this country have to change the system altogether, the entire system, a total overhaul, a total reboot. The reason why we still have corruption happening at the highest echelons of power is because we raise a corrupt generation. In fact, the corruption that we talk about in this country is not exclusive and unique to the politicians or the leaders. This is a generational problem. It is a Kenyan bred system. It is a Kenyan bred problem. So as much as I'm concerned, we raise thieves and we expect that when they get to power, they're going to change and become saints. And we've just been deluding ourselves this whole time. And if anyone wants change in this country, we have to reform the education system. We have to start teaching the demerits and the diabolical effects of corruption as in the leadership. We have to teach the young people just how bad and deadly it is to have corrupt leaders. We have to start teaching integrity, morals, and virtues in our schools. Because what we're doing is delusion. We think we can stop corruption and crime and unrighteousness through the barrel of the gun. We've been filling the prisons, but it's not stopping, and it won't stop. Right now, we're talking about over 309 criminal gangs operating in this country. And these are the desperate, unemployed young people in this country that don't have any means of livelihood. Okay? And I'm not justifying crime, but I understand what's happening down there. So, we are deluding ourselves, we are creating more criminals, and we are shooting them dead, and we think that will stop the crime and will change the society. That's a delusion. And we're just going to have more and more graves piling to the skies. But that won't change anything. Any society that wants to install change has to do that systematically. And that, as I said, should be implanted through the education system, where the young people are educated on integrity, the importance of integrity. That's how you raise a clean, responsible, and accountable generation. But the regime change that we're clamoring for, won't change the society. It won't change the leadership in this country. Because what we have is other thieves on the waiting. We're just going to be swapping a thief for a thief. Up until this country is ready for change, I'm not ready to participate in this song of delusion. I'm just going to be watching from the peripheries and I will be reporting from there. Okay? I'm not ready to delude myself and I'm not ready to act like I'm waiting for change while I know disaster is knocking at the door. I'm not sick in mind and I'm not drunk. I know what's happening. I'm conscious and I gotta be honest with you. So let's stop deluding ourselves and let's if anyone wanted serious change in this country, if the people of this country wanted change, would be seeing social groups, civil groups, organizations and individuals rising, ready to crush the system of the day and install a clean system. Would be seeing a social upheaval. But this country is still sleeping. No one is talking, no one is doing anything, and we're saying that we're gonna see change in 2027. That is madness. I'm not ready for that. So Dr. Fred Matiang'i is here, but he won't change anything. He came, but life continues. Don't expect anything. He's not a superpower. He's not a supernatural. And he won't change anything significant in this country. And that's the fact. It is the people that would change the system. But as it now, the people are still sleeping and none of them is ready to change anything. So keep on, just brace yourselves for a much worse future. Yes, much worse economic crisis. Because that's what you should be expecting. If you're a man and a woman of conscious mind, that's what it is. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share, follow, and subscribe.